Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Thank you so much, Michael, for sponsoring this video, this marathon. I'm super glad you're back requesting music, and I'm super excited because we have an amazing list of, as you can see, if you clicked on the video, we got some amazing musicians here and some amazing bands that we're gonna react to today. Some of them I don't know, some of them I know pretty well, and some I think, well, no, INXS I thought we had seen live, but we haven't. But again, thank you so much for clicking on the video. I appreciate it. If you liked the video, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Without further ado, we're gonna read Michael's email that he sent to me with this marathon. So here we go. Again, thank you. So here we are. It says, first of all, some personal stuff that obviously it's disgusting right now out there. The cold, you can hear my voice. I'm still, you know, getting better from like 2 weeks. I spent 1 week in bed. So, and he is also very in a very cold place. I don't want to give away locations, but he's going to be in a very warm place, which is awesome. So congratulations on that. And so it says, you're nice to have your marathons back. Thank you. I really enjoy the extended format and chance to share several songs at a time. I hope you enjoy them too. I do. And I did miss them. For this marathon, I've chosen a year, a very significant year musically for me, 1985. This was the year that Kate Bush's masterpiece Hounds of Love was released, although I haven't chosen anything from that album for this marathon, as you've done a lot of songs from it already. That is true. You should do the side B of all in one sitting with Lex. Yes. We'll get to that eventually, but 1985 was a great year for music, and I just did some amazing 1985 ourselves, and myself. In addition to the song listed below, Peter Gabriel, it's So, Tears for Fears, songs from The Big Chair, Simple Minds, Once Upon a Time, and New Order's Love Life all came utterly. But I've chosen 5 other artists who all had significant releases with a set of songs that I wanted you to hear. Number 1, In Between Days Without You by The Cure, from the album The Head on the Door, 1985. This is my favorite The Cure album, without a doubt, and this is my favorite Cure song. The insanely upbeat pop music married to dark lyrics is a hallmark of The Cure, and the song is just musically I don't know how to pronounce that. Effervescent. From the explosive drum riff to the driving acoustic guitar, there's just so much to love about the song. Let's get into the song. And I know that this song, if you click on The Cure, that's the song with the most amount of plays. I really want to do, although that's not true. It's maybe number 5. Boys Don't Cry is the most played one. I want to make the video to this song, In Between Days. Give me a second. In Between Days is actually number 8. It's a not very long song. But well, we'll play it regardlessly. It's your favorite song. Awesome. Let me check it out. I'm gonna read, once we get to the songs, I'm gonna read what we have here, so we move on with the music. And yeah, let's do that. I just hope I don't forget to read your intro before the music, because I sometimes do that. I don't know why. But here we are. In Between Days, The Head on the Door, and as Mike was saying, 1985. Here we go. Let us know in the comment section where you were in 1985 and what your favorite band was and your favorite song. So here we go. Wow. So short, so good. I don't know why they made it so short, but man, what a catchy riff. The keyboards, the voice, the lyrics, man. It reminds me, now that I've gotten more into I want to say new wave, you know, new wave, because I would say before I knew the Smiths, I would say, oh, they're like an indie band, right? But thankfully, Lee and Mike, they took us to see ABC, and we saw what's his name again? It come to me in a second. Jones. What's his name? Jones. Something Jones. I'll get it in a second. But he's also a big, you know, like new wave guy. So we got like this whole introduction by this guy, this DJ who always goes like from city to city. He was like a radio host, very famous radio host, and he was hosting like pretty much the concert and gave us like a crash course of an hour, like Kraftwerk and Giorgio Moroder, and then when it started, like of new wave, like from its inception. And they obviously talked about The Cure, and then even, you know, Aha. That's why we did the Aha video. And just like so many bands, the Smiths, The Cure, Depeche Mode, and was just like fascinated by this. Like I was like, wow. And Michael has requested a lot of new wave, which is I'm very thankful for. But now I'm really getting into it, like with this. Like I've always loved it, but I was never like, oh, I'm gonna like totally like, I want to deep dive in this genre. Now I really want to. We even did a Duran Duran video, which we'll post tomorrow. I don't know when you want to see this, but it's gonna be on the channel. And just like the whole history, and it was fascinating. So, and they talked about The Cure, and even U2 at the end, you know, it wasn't, and the Smiths. This reminded me a lot of the Smiths, like that, you know, Johnny Marr, like playing like the rhythm guitar, but obviously they're very different styles. You know what the Smiths were doing in 1985 and The Cure, totally different. But I really loved it. I really loved it. And also there's some Smith songs that are very short, so good though. This was just like, you know, the time of like fast format and also video format. And we found this folder, Alexia and I, and we said we should do all this on the channel. So it's going to be a lot of new wave. And let me see if I can persuade Alexia to do this. It's not very long, to the video, because it was a lot of, you can kind of see a little, like they show you like a 5-second clip on Spotify, and it looked like a lot of fun. It looks like this video would be a lot of fun to do with Alexia, of this song, and then you get to hear it again with Alexia. So, but I loved it. I've always loved The Cure when I know that it's them, because the voice is kind of recognizable. It's very unique. The tone and the way he phrases the words, and just the way he sings is very, it's almost like, yeah, it's like very recognizable, just like the Smiths, very recognizable, very deep, very, the way he kind of like also phrases his words and the accent and all that stuff. So really cool. So thank you for getting me into The Cure a little bit more. All right, so let's read. I'm gonna take a little break real quick because I have to do something. But before I do that, and you guys won't even notice, I'm gonna read here about Suzanne Vega. And we've done some Suzanne Vega. We even got into some trouble because of Suzanne Vega, because of, we did that song about Luca, and it's a very happy song musical, like the music, if you don't pay attention to the lyrics, because we didn't know it was about abuse, you know. So we were, you know, singing and dancing, and we're like, because we were not paying attention to the lyrics. So I'm gonna pull up the lyrics, and I've been pulling up the lyrics since then more, you know. And people were like, what's wrong with you people? And we're like, what? Like, oh, okay, the lyrics. Oh, okay. So, you know, but it's bizarre because there's some music that's very happy, and the lyrics are like about death and the Holocaust. And we also did the same mistake with Rush, and we're very upbeat, and the chords are in the major key, and you're like, yeah, you know, and the lyrics, that when you really read them, you're like, oh wow, okay. So it is what it is, you know. So this is by Suzanne Vega, called Neighborhood Girls, from her self-titled album. I've done some stuff, I think like almost half. This is the closing song from Suzanne Vega's debut album, and while much of this album is folk influenced, quiet music featuring Suzanne's exemplary songwriting, this one picks up the pace and gets a little in your face as she tours her New York City neighborhood, describing her neighborhood girl. So I'm gonna pay a lot of attention to what she's singing, because she gets sneaky with the music, and the lyrics are about something completely different than what the music kind of like lets you feel. So I'll be back in about 3 seconds or less. All right, I'm back, and we're gonna continue with Suzanne Vega, and this is Neighborhood Girls. Hope you enjoy. Here we go.
Yeah, she's gone, gone, gone. I think I know your neighborhood girl. She lives on my street now with eyes of ice. I've seen her in the morning when she is walking in the sun, and I always thought that she looked kind of nice. She spoke to me once at a party, I think, and I thought at the time that she had had too much to drink, because she said to me, there's a backbone gone, and I've got to get it back before going on. Well, your neighborhood girl, she seems to have resigned. She was looking out at people from the back of her mind, and before she went off, she spoke to me again. She came up and said, you have the eyes of a friend, and there's a razor's edge that I have lost somewhere, and I would like it back. So if you see me anywhere, I've been out for a while, but I'll be back in a bit. I am just walking through the smoke, finding out if this is it. 'Cause I've got this feeling that things are going gray, and I'd like to hear a straight line to help me find my way. I looked at her, and I did not know what to say. She had long black hair. Must be a different neighborhood girl, 'cause ours had blonde hair in front of Mackenzie's bar, and we were interested in gone, gone, gone. Yeah, she's gone, gone, gone.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so I was looking up the lyrics, and I searched real quick under. So we saw Howard Jones the night we saw ABC and the whole new wave, class. It was so cool because it was like if you were there, you were learning, and he had like video and audio, and he was showing us clips, and it was so good. And I loved Howard Jones, and I loved ABC, so we're gonna do a bunch of that stuff. This was great. You know what this reminded me of? This reminded me of a little bit of like the first Dire Straits album. I love that album. It has like a little bit of a country feel. I'm not particularly like a country music fan, but that style of Dire Straits on the first album, that has like between the blues and the I don't know, it's not really a country album, but it does have a country vibe, but it has that English flair to it, like that Dire Straits, that Mark Knopfler, gives the album. And I don't know, like the instruments here reminded me of that country style, but in a more like a non-country setting. I don't know if I'm making sense. Maybe like Michael was describing, more like a folk sounding song. And I love how cleverly she puts the words together, how she rhymes, how she puts everything into a rhyme. And like going through New York, the neighborhood, and writing down some stuff, and then transforming it into some into a song. Really cool. I've always loved her style. She's very unique, the way she delivers her lines, almost spoken. She almost like talks. That's Suzanne Vega, and I really like her style. It's crazy. New York back in the 80s must have been, I guess, something that you could afford, but I just saw videos of New York for like the tiniest room, like an apartment maybe of this size, of this room, is like, I don't know, like $5,000. It's ridiculous. Like there was this one video where this guy, he could not even like to fit his hands, he was like, well, you wash your hands, he could barely fit his hands in there. I mean, you couldn't even like wash your face or shave in there. It was just crazy and old, I mean, and it's just like, it must be, I mean, for people that live in New York City, it must not be easy. So, or you live, in Manhattan, and it's like, everything is nice, but you have to be very wealthy, I guess. So, let's continue. This is going so well. Thank you for this. And I hope you're happy that Alexia and I were really gonna take like a dive into like this new wave, kind of like, and we want to do the videos, not just the audio. We want to do the videos. Just today, today is the 21st. We released a video, the Talking Heads, and that's good, doing very well. It's doing, people are loving it, so we're happy. So number 3, Bittersweet by the Hoodoo Gurus, from the album Mars Needs a Guitarist. I didn't check, but I don't think you've done the Hoodoo Gurus. I don't know, I would remember. This song kicks off a trio of Australian bands that were big in the 80s. Bittersweet is another example of terrific melodic songwriting from a band with a party and garage band mode. Their straight ahead post-punk rock and roll is tinged with a little country, and this one of their more sensitive songs. So here we go with another country. Let's see if it stands out like in this one here with Suzanne Vega. So let's check it out. Where do I have it? A special folder for your marathon. All right, and they're all, they're all in the 3-minute mark or shorter. So that's why I'm also, trying to add a little bit more. I usually, I do talk a lot already, but yeah, if it's shorter, then I guess some people do click on the video more because it's not so long. If people see 1 hour, they're like, oh my God, I'm not going to do this, so sometimes it's good. Sometimes it depends on what kind of media you like to consume, So, Hoodoo Guru's Bittersweet. Here we go. Check out the lyrics. So good. I love that style of country. I could listen to all day because this seemed more like, okay, they're from Australia, but it sounded almost like a southern accent a little bit. And I don't know, I think I've heard this band before. No, is there a song that's like that? Oh my god, I can't even. How should I even sing this? Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I don't know. That's all I can. I'm maybe I'm totally off, but I don't know if that's them because that really that voice, you know, once he reaches a really it's not very high because his register is not very high, but it's almost like a deepened voice singing high. Man, I wish I could just sing the song, but I can't. I just like literally, I can hear it. Like I can hear like the song, but I can't really like, you know, express it for some reason. So sorry. So, but yeah, this is awesome. This was great. Everything about it was awesome. Yeah. and it was not really like, I think the country that I could like get out of this was maybe the slide, you know. That's it. That guitar, you know, that slide guitar sound, and maybe the accent, but they're from Australia, so it's not even a real southern accent, you know. I don't know. So oh, wait a minute. Am I wrong here? Give me a second. You see, because the thing is, it's already loaded up the next band, the Divinyls, and they're from Australia. So, so maybe I was like totally wrong. But that's the fun, hey, you know. Hoodoo Gurus. Let's see where they're from, you know. That's the fun that I have doing these marathons, because it's so easy to mess up everything. Let me see, where are they from? Hoodoo Gurus. Oh, they are from Australia as well, so I was right. This next band, though, the Divinyls, I hope this is the way you pronounce them. The Vinyls, I don't think so. I think it's Divinyls. I don't know. They're from Australia too. So let's read the email that Michael provided me with here. So Good Die Young by Divinyls or Divinyls, sorry. From the album What a Life 1985, another Australian band with a post-punk garage root. They're particularly scrappy and feature dynamic lead vocalist Chrissy Amphlett, who died tragically from complications due to breathing cancer at a fairly young age. Chrissy was known for outlandish antics on stage and was a compelling performer, and some of that comes through on her album as well. Pretty sure you've reacted to The Divine a couple of times. I don't know, man. Because I would usually, let me see. D. Yes. Yes. So that was from a marathon, 2 marathons by you. But yeah, 2 years ago. One on September 9th and one on September 29th, 2023. And there was actually this band, Divinyls, and Hoodoo Gurus. And let me see. Now I'm curious. Let's see. Alex LaHaye and Deborah Conway. Huh. Let's see. Is this blocked? Maybe it's blocked and maybe we can't see it in the US. I mean, I can see it because on the no, it's visible, but it's blocked in a couple of countries, so maybe that's why. All right, and the other one, let's see. No, okay, well, now I deleted it. I didn't delete the video, but I deleted the information, but that's okay. So here we go. Good, Die Young. Here we go. What a Life. Good. Very cool. I love the voices. I love the oh my god. I think that's a marathon that you did, Michael, where you called it like where the guitars were like twangy or something. Let me see. I don't think you called it twangy. No, it's not swanky. Oh man, it's a word and it's like it's kind of hard for me to remember because I never use that word. But hey, I was just looking at your marathon and you called this one, or we called it Aussie Marathon, and that's where I reacted to Science Fiction by that band, and it has gotten 40 views in the last 48 hours. That's pretty good, because sometimes I think, oh man, nobody watches the marathons, but they do. They do get views because they're just kind of like hidden, because YouTube hides videos for some reason. The thing about this, most of these videos are not monetized. So if YouTube doesn't make any money, you have to kind of like look on your own and, go into the channel and really look for it. It's not going to pop up on your feed. Only videos that are monetized, like when we do like original stuff or when we go live, those are the videos that YouTube actually recommends, which is a shame, but well, it is what it is, This was awesome, man. I love them. Very good sound. The bass was really, really good. The whole vibe, they have a very cool vibe and very cool sound. I really want to do videos of this era, but I don't think it's going to be a good idea, and I think I won't be able to do that because like for example a marathon, but all videos, but all like it's gonna get blocked because the YouTube is merciless. I think one song with one video is completely fine. It's gonna get demonetized, yes, whatever, but I think with 5 videos that's pushing it. That's pushing our luck too much, because it's the audio that's licensed, and if there's too much Sony in there or something, then it gets blocked. Even though I kind of like know how to deal with that now by inserting like a different intro that has some Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers, they're super cool when it comes to music. Some of their stuff is not even like sometimes we do a Warner Brothers song and it doesn't even, they don't even want to have the copyrights. They're just like, use it, that's so cool. So those videos we do make some money off, which I completely understand that the artist should make the money. It's their music. We're reacting to it. We make money with the Patreon and the full albums and stuff like that. That kind of like, is that keeps the lights on and stuff like that. And of course these marathons, because they're sponsored. But other than that, YouTube doesn't really make us any money. So, but it's cool sometimes with Warner Brothers, if it's one video, then that video can make a little bit, because we're it's the effort of sitting down and, reacting to it and giving our opinions, So, but what was I talking about? Yeah, I loved it. I really loved it. And, oh yeah, about making the videos. So, I don't think I could pull it off to do like a marathon with 5 videos of like, let's say Duran Duran and the Depeche Mode and The Cure. It's going to get blocked because there's just one video has to get blocked, and then the whole marathon is blocked. And so I'm just gonna not even say like, hey, let's do it. I rather we do videos like a single song request. Okay, so we've gotten to the end. There's still a little bit more here that we're gonna read. And thank you so much, Mike, for providing me with this stuff. There's some work that also comes in from your part, like to write all this, and so thank you. So this is Kiss the Dirt Falling Down the Mountain by INXS, from the album Listen Like Thieves, 1985. Australian band INXS were huge in the mid to late 80s and early 90s, and I know you've listened to them a few times. Yes, we did a video actually. Straightforward rock and roll with a touch of new wave, brashness. This song is one of their more melodic songs that I enjoy quite a bit. I hope you like it as well. And it says here to end, and that's it. I felt like going back to 1985 with you. I've been meaning to have you listen to that first Cure song. So thank you for listening, and stay warm until spring comes. Thank you. I appreciate it. You too. The good thing is you're already somewhere sunny, and we're planning also on moving. We still don't know, but we might move to somewhere a little bit warmer. Who knows? So this is INXS, and this is the last song of the marathon. Enjoy. Please, guys, let us know in the comment section what you think, where you were listening to this music. And it's so cool that all these, again, most of the bands are Australian. So Australia had a really cool wave of music in the 80s, and still, I mean, but here we go. INXS, Kiss the Dirt. Here we go.
Playing in the dust, we find the seeds of doubt. Don't water them with your tears. Don't think about all the years. You'd rather be without. Eating makes me ill. I found the seeds of love and climb upon the high wire. I kiss and tell all my fears, falling down the mountain, and the kissing dust. Look a little closer. Sometimes it will hurt. Laying in the dust, find the seeds of fun,
At base.
and we scream like alley cats, tearing down what we attack. Just prove that we are one. Cut into the night, we find the seeds of lust, and lose our minds on one intent. These passions never seem to end.
Very cool. Yeah, you can hear like the new wave kind of like injection there with the keyboards. The bass was so good. I love the guitars, you know, the rhythm guitar. And it says here, INXS hailed from the pubs of Australia, which is part of the reason the band never comfortably fit in with new wave, even when they branched out into synth pop, and this was more synthy. On their early recordings, they were underpinned by a hard, stonacy beat and the Jaeger-esque strut of lead singer Michael Hutchese. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I'm not an expert on the band, but they have like obviously like a rock foundation that's very strong. And I don't know, maybe it's kind of hard to kind of get away from that, you know. And because, yes, all these bands were making a ton of money because they were playing more new wave and more dance, you know. But if you're a rock band, you're a rock band, man. You know, you can't change who you are. And especially the singer. The singer has to do so much. I think the Smiths is the same. I mean, they are supposedly they're new wave, but I think they're more indie for me. I mean, but I don't really know. You know, there's so many music that I know, and I know what it is, but there's also a lot of music where I have no idea what I'm talking about. You know, that's the beauty of waking up every day and learning something new, you know, and especially with a reaction like this. I almost want to promise you, Michael, that we're going to do that video. I really want to do it. And especially since it's your favorite song, I know it's going to be, you know, a popular video that people are going to love. It's very short. The Cure, of course, we're talking about The Cure. And I want Alexia to listen to the video. So I can almost promise you that we will do it. I don't know when, because Alexia, it really, there's like not a lot of time available. And so that's why I do these by myself. So, but I will do it. I can promise you. And if not, then I'll do it by myself. Okay. But the video will exist on the channel. I can promise you that. But I want her to be in the video, of course. Well, this was a lot of fun. I'm struggling, of course, with my hair because it's so light. Like if I don't put anything in there, it's just in my face all day. Look at this. I look like a beetle. So yeah, if I wash my hair, I have to literally plaster gel in it. And I don't like that when I'm at home. When I go out, of course, I put in gel or something. But usually I run around like this, but in a video, it kind of sucks when the hair is constantly in your face. But wow, thank you for accepting me the way I am. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Thank you, Mike, for this awesome marathon. It was a lot of fun. Such great musicians, so many great styles. Always a lot of fun to read your emails as a piece to accompany with the video, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, watch the old videos. They're still there. Just do a little digging, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.